Good afternoon. If you're just having your lunch, it's time to give you some dessert in the world of sports. And Argentina stormed through to the final of the Copa America with an emphatic 6-1 victory over Paraguay in the semi-final. Marcos Rojo gave the Argentines the lead after 15 minutes before teammate Javier Pastore doubled the lead 12 minutes later. Barrios Cáceres scored a consolation for the Paraguayans just before the break. In the second half, Angel Di Maria scored a brace in a span of 6 minutes to inspire Sergio Aguero and Gonzalo Higuain to add 2 more for the scintillating victory. Here are the highlights. Some very entertaining goals there. And the United States of America will face either Japan or England in the final of the FIFA Women's World Cup after a 2-0 victory over Germany in the semis. The Germans missed the chance to take the lead when Celia Sasic failed to score from the spot after 58 minutes. USA's Carly Lloyd gave the Americans the lead from the spot before teammate Kelly O'Hara doubled the advantage 6 minutes from time. Here are the highlights. And staying with the Women's World Cup, FIFA President Sepp Blatter said he will not attend the final due to personal reasons. Several FIFA officials are under investigation over corruption allegations. Sepp Blatter, who was re-elected last May, but announced his plans to step down after he claimed that he did not have the mandate to lead the sport. FIFA Senior Vice President Issa Hayatu will attend the final of the FIFA Women's World Cup instead. The Millennium Stadium in Cardiff, Wales will host the final of the 2017 Champions League. According to UEFA, Europe's football's governing body, the Friends Arena in Stockholm will be the venue for the 2017 Europa League final. The announcement was made in Prague, where European soccer's governing body was holding an executive committee meeting. President Michel Platini held the meeting where rule changes were discussed and the venues for future tournaments were decided. Let's shift our focus from the beautiful game and take a look at international tennis, where Swiss Roger Federer began on a winning note at Wimbledon, beating Bosnian Damir Dzumhur 6-1, 6-3, 6-3 in the first round. The Swiss second seed's pursuit of a record 8th title at the All England club would not have started more convincingly as he broke the Wimbledon debutant 5 times to draw rapturous applause from the Federer faithfuls who had flocked to see their hero on the center court. The 33-year-old started off with an unreturnable serve, threw in some crowd-pleasing volleys before finishing off Dzumhur with a love service game to chalk up his 74th victory at the citadel of grass court tennis. We climax live at One Sports with an update on the Ashes, and the Australia cricket team train at the Essex County ground, Chelmsford, ahead of today's warm-up match against Essex, ahead of the start of the Ashes series. The tourists have already won their first warm-up against Kent. England Test captain Alastair Cook usually plays for Essex, but not surprisingly, he has passed the opportunity to play against the Australians. Terian, you're asking me about the Ashes. Something very interesting about that particular tournament. It takes place between England and Australia national cricket teams. But can you imagine the size of the trophy?
No. What size is it?
It is actually smaller than that cup.
So what is it about?
It's called the Little Urn.
The little urn.
Yeah, it's this size. It's quite small, and it has a lot of historical connotations as far as England cricket and Australia cricket is concerned. But it's very interesting that the size of the trophy, which causes a lot of interest in the world of cricket, is just this size.
I guess size isn't everything, eh?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us on Citizen Live at 1 this afternoon. Remember, tonight on Citizen Business Center, we will be speaking to John Njeraine, that's the Commissioner General of the Kenya Revenue Authority, and we're inviting you to send your questions pretty early on. Do send us a message on 22422, and if you'll be sending us messages from our social media platforms, on Twitter the hashtag is Citizen Business. Send them early so that we can be able to ask those questions for you on Citizen Live at 9, where I will be hosting alongside Michael Njenga.
Indeed, from the world of sports, thank you so much for your time. I'm Bernard. Don't let's get sports. Remember, more news coming up later on Ala City.